Okay, so I know I'm looking wretchedity already right now. Yeah. But I got on today. I know I have not been on in quite a while. It's probably been like a week and a half. I was just, trying to figure out things and just take a break. Really try to enjoy summer for real. Because I know once the school year started, I was about to hit the ground running. But today I'm in really great spirits, and even though I look crazy and my eyes are like watering up and I'm probably gonna start crying while I'm talking about this, it's not that I'm sad, it's just that I'm so happy. I'm so honored, I'm humbled really, at what the news that I found out today. And once y'all find out about it, y'all might think it's like really little, but I know how God moved in it. I mean, this is nothing but him. So I decided to share that with you about what it is that I'm going through. At the end of the school year this year, I was let go from my school. Not like fired, okay? I just didn't, I got the paper that says, your contract was not renewed. So I was like, really? Oh my gosh, like what? And I'm like, I've been here for 2 years. I love this school. I mean, there's nothing that I really can say negative on my experience there, because even those things that I was like, those days I was like, oh my gosh, every one of them have worked out for good for me. Every one of the things that I felt like this was just so, every single thing has worked out for good, because God said that it was going to work out for good, and it did. It really did. So there's nothing negative I can say. I'll tell you, those were like the best 2 years as a teacher that I could have ever had. My first job was a great job in coming in, and actually, I feel like God used that first principle at my very first job as an extreme vehicle in the awesome news that I'm going to let you know about today. But those 2 years at that school, I'm telling you, I loved, and every time I talk about the kids, okay, I'm back. I get super emotional when I talk about the kids, because I love them so dearly. This past school year was like the best. I'm telling you, I couldn't have asked for any better students than this. They were so talented. They were becoming so bold. I mean, they were just like, if Miss Russell says we can do it, and she's going to pray for us, and we know she got our back, then I'm going to step out there and I'm going to do it. And just seeing their little bodies do stuff like that just gave me the encouragement to say, you know what, if these babies can have this kind of faith to just step out, then I can have faith to step out too. Lord, I know I look so horrible. I'm such a crybaby. I'm so sorry, y'all. They saw all this on the last week of school too, and literally a full week my face was looking like this. But anyway, those kids I just care so deeply for, and I know that they're going to go off and do a wonderful, amazing things. If any of y'all are seeing this, or any of those parents are seeing this, just know that you have such an amazing gift with the kids that you have. You have such an amazing gift, and don't let nobody else, I don't care from whatever, tell you that they can't be anything. They are somebody already. God has already made them somebody. Those are some, it's just, I can't even say anything else. I really can't. But anyway, once the summertime began, I didn't know what I was going to do. I went back to the summer camp that I'm involved with this summer too. Love it. Love here too. I love where I am right now this summer. And I was like, oh man, I don't know what I'm going to do. This is a music teaching job. This is not like a regular teacher job. And I'm not saying that like, those other classroom teachers' jobs are easy at all. But I know with music teaching, it's like, ain't too many people about to get off a music teaching job. They're not. I mean, if they do, it's either they're going to relocate, or they're, getting married and decide to just whatever with their families, or, something happens extreme. But nobody's just going to get off of a music teaching job. They're not going to do it. So I was like, and I'm only like 4 years in teaching experience, just 4 years in, there are several other people that have so much more experience in teaching music, probably can do miles better than I could do as a teacher. So there's no way I'm going to be able to get a music teaching job. That didn't stop me from applying, though. I've applied to many, many places. I've gone to a couple of interviews, and in some of those I did not get the job. So you can just imagine how disheartening it was and how unnecessarily stressful. And I say that because I was very stressed out. I was like, God, I got, I'm being a big girl now. I'm on my own, or really, in my own place, not with my parents. Let's just say that. And I'm taking care of bills, taking care of business. Now I got to be a big girl. I got to go out here and make the money. And, now I'm going to have to make big changes in what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? What am I going to do about insurance? What am I going to do about money? Oh my goodness. I can't do this. I'm going to have to work a million jobs. What am I going to do, God? I didn't know. And so I was blessed enough to get another interview. And I took the interview. I was like, okay, go out here. I'm going to take this interview. It's a great school system. I was like, okay, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to just, get the best that I have with this. And I prayed about it. I said, God, you know where I need to fit in. You know exactly where I need to be. And you'll give me that place if that's where I need to be. But I was like, man, this isn't a good school system. I don't know if they're going to hire me, but we'll see. Went in there, absolutely amazing principal. Such a sweet, kind-spirited lady. I can't even say anything else about her. She just has the most warm spirit that you'll ever find. I actually really enjoyed my interview, and it was about an hour long, and it didn't even feel like it. It was a great interview with her, just being able to speak to her. Very sweet lady. And just to be able to testify of what God did with that as well. My principal for my very first job, the job at my very first job actually became available again, but it was a part-time position. So, I've been talking to my principal at that school too about possibly getting that one back. But she's always said, I want the best for you. I want what's going to work for you, Erica. And I know that, I know what you can do, but I want what's going to be best for your position right now, what you're going through. You need the benefits to be there, so I'm going to do what's best for you. So she's always been that way, and she actually was very encouraging. Take that interview to see how things go. Just take it. So I took the interview, and that was on a Monday that I took the interview. Last Monday, actually, to be exact. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to take the interview. She was like, well, once I figure out what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you know something on Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, looking, and nothing came. I was like, well, I love the interview. Still ain't got nothing negative to say about the principal. She's awesome. School's still awesome, still in the good school district. And God, maybe you just see different things for me. That's fine. But I got nothing negative to say about that interview with meeting the principal. She was a really great lady, and that school is a really great school. So I'm like, hey, it's fine. So I go back to my principal there at the first school that I taught at, and I was asking, I know it's a part-time position, but if you wouldn't mind interviewing me for the position, I would really like to, take that chance and opportunity to do that, to be considered for that. So as I'm actually getting ready to do this, and this happened throughout the July 4th weekend, so this was Monday when I asked my very first principal about really applying for that job and interviewing for it. But she was on vacation, like everybody was on vacation, so really didn't get any word or contact about it until today. And today I received the call from that job that said they were going to call me on by Friday. And I received the call today, which is Wednesday. And she said that she would like to offer me the position. And I'm sitting here humbled because I know it had nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. And there's so many reasons why I could tell you how it had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with my interview skills and all this kind of stuff. You know, I didn't think it was a horrible interview. No. You know, I didn't go in there, you know, just straight up, you know, unprofessional. Absolutely not. I think I did well to put my best foot forward as an interviewee. But I know there were several other people who probably did that and better than I did for that position.